Hey guys, it's Sean and Ashley Fisher, Double Diamonds with It Works Global, and we are excited to celebrate with you guys tonight.
Hey everybody, I'm so excited.
Woo! So we are actually in the car. Hopefully you can hear us, and if you can't, anytime, somebody send me a text message. But we are in the car driving home from conference and our post-conference vacation. And we just had a great meeting with our team in Brunswick, Georgia, who is ready to claim those double good bonuses and blow up the town. Not in like a scary way.
Dude, seriously, like everybody I've talked to since conference has been just eager to figure out how are we going to get there, what are we going to do, how do we get to these bonuses. And you know what? It's all just one step at a time, everybody. You just go out and you push out and you do it one step at a time, and every day gets you closer to that goal. And it becomes so easy in the end. Once you get there, you're like, wow, I did it.
Yeah. So that's a little recap, the Limelight recap. If you weren't there and if you haven't seen right now, Mark Pentecost is amazing and loved us and said, if you guys are willing to double your efforts, that he is willing to double the good bonus. So Diamond that was $10,000 is now $20,000. Double it to 15 is now 30. Triple that is 25 with 50. Presidential that was 50 was 100. Ambassador that was 75 is now $150,000. And even better is just like sometimes last year, you can get every single bonus that you hit, and your spouse can get every single bonus that they hit. So you guys have the opportunity to earn. Go from distributor to ambassador, you have the opportunity for you and your spouse to earn $300,000 in bonuses. How crazy is that?
Dude, that is insane. But you know what? You know where it all starts, though, right? Okay. So that was another really big deal, is that, first off, you can maintain a Ruby rank now. It used to be that you had to make it all the way to Emerald, and we all know Emerald is a really hard push, everybody. Going from that Ruby to that Emerald can seem like it's really hard, but you know what? Making it to that Ruby, dude, you can keep that with 4,000 in group volume now. Whoa, that was an amazing thing that they pulled off. I'm so happy for that. I know a ton of people are going to be happy about that.
Yeah.
But you know what else? If you have a new distributor who has signed up between January 1st and all the way through the end of March, they can sign up anywhere in that window. They get 2 full calendar months to make a Ruby bonus. So that's a Ruby bonus of $500.
Yeah.
All right? So here's my thing that I keep telling everybody. If you're worried that you're not going to get that Ruby bonus, well, who can you help make that? Who can you change a life with? And how many times can you do that in the next 3 months?
Yeah.
If you can do that once a month for 3 months, what does that make?
Couple rubies.
1 times 3 is three rubies in every diamond.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you what, you can do this.
I'm sorry, I thought he was getting green on me and expected me to do the math here, and I was like, yeah, so 3 rubies makes a diamond, and so 3 people earning that $500 Ruby bonus on top of their Ruby commission helps you earn a $20,000 bonus by March 31st. So we're going to talk a little bit about doubling down, because that's the biggest thing right now is, you know, Mark is offering us double the good, but we can't get double the good if we don't double down. So what does doubling down look like? For us, you know what? We were in Universal for 3-4 days after conference, and you know what doubling down looks like for us? It was blissing. Anybody and everyone, because you guys, as I was telling one of the girls I was sitting with at the table tonight, we have the opportunity of a lifetime. We have the awesome thought that it's going to change people's lives. And if we don't share that, we'd be selfish not to. John made a post today, and I was sitting there talking about how just blessed I am to be retired from nursing, because I spent $50,000 to go to nursing school, and years of my life that I sacrificed when we had our son Jackson, who was infant at the time, and I sacrificed, and I went to school 5 days a week, and then I worked on the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, and I got home from school at 5, and I baby to bed at 8, and I stayed up until 2 a.m. studying, and then I did it over and over and over again. But the reason I did it is because I was hungry to change our lives. I was hungry to make sure that my son never saw that his mom was just a high school grad, or that my son had the financial means to live in a nice house, or to go to a nice school, or for me to even be able to afford tennis shoes was a struggle. And so I, as a single mom at the time, was hungry to make sure that my son and I had something better. And so my hunger made me climb up those mountains like Denise Walsh said, and go and defeat all the odds that were against us, make sure that I graduated through nursing school. But then the unfortunate thing was I graduated nursing school, I started nursing, I worked 3 days a week, night shift, and you know what? The school that I had just killed myself to go through and had spent $50,000 for, yeah, it was an expensive private school, I didn't love what I did anymore. And I was like, how can I not love what I do anymore? Like, that's what I went into nursing for. And so I found It Works Global. I wrapped a girl, her name's Rachel Bosch, by the way, and I watched her C-section flap that she had, that she couldn't get rid of, transform and be gone within 3 wraps. So more than that, I watched her confidence and her belief in herself change. Her first picture, she wouldn't even let me see her belly. And by her third picture, she was like, hands on the hip. I got stats galore on Facebook. And I saw that I had a product that changed somebody's life. And so I went after it. Just like I went after it in nursing school with my son, I went after it because I was hungry for something more. And now, because of that, and because I was hungry and because I doubled down, I am able to be a full-time mom and stay home, and I'm able to know the calm that it is not have to worry, not have to pick up extra shifts. I know nurses that work 5 days a week, pick up a double bonus all the time just to make it. And so for us, doubling down is making those investments that a lot of people look at as sacrifice. A lot of times when I was in nursing school and all my friends were, going out, because we were young, and they were all going out, and I was like, nope, sorry, I got to study. I got to pass the micro test. The micro kicked my butt almost. They looked at that as a sacrifice, but I knew that was an investment in my future, not only my future, but our son's future. And the same goes for this business. You guys, doubling down, it's going to require investment. No, there is no beauty without pain. There is no success and glory without sacrifices. And so it's going to take you being gone. I mean, tonight, my team watched, my son called us, and son and I are both blessed to be home with him now, and we sing to him every night. Sing this song that my grandma used to sing to me. And so we sing to him every night. And for us, what doubling down looks like is he FaceTimed us, and we sang the song at the meeting over FaceTime to our son. But you know what? I was willing, and John and I are willing to make that investment because I know that because of that investment that we're going to send our son to the private school that we want to. And I know because of that investment that my son can get shoes that used to be so hard for me to be able to give him. And so this, doubling down requires that investment, and it requires that effort, and it requires that push.
Sorry, breathless here. The double down thing for me, I mean, it's really been an eye-opener of a week. You all know that I always talk about I'm so good at face-to-face stuff, and I love to talk to people, and I love to be out there. Well, social media was designed because you have influence with so many other people that you can't talk to face-to-face. And you know what? I learned that there are so many other people that actually rely on us or believe in us to put that message out there. And so for me, the big aha, the big eye-opener was actually not that, I'm not using my social media so that I can tell everybody to try a rap. My thing is I am using it to let you know that I see what you're doing, and that I believe in you, and that I have faith in you because I can see you from all the way across the country, from all the way across the world.
Yeah.
And so I want you to see me too. I want you to see that I'm doing these things that I tell you about when I'm out there in person, and I can talk to people face to face. I want you to see that I can do it because I'm telling you I can. So when I tell you that you can do it, I want you to show me that you can do it too. So do that for me. Double down for me by showing me that you can do it, because I'll be right there with you that whole journey. It is the Forks Adventure. That is no joke.
Yeah, and the adventure is amazing, you guys. And you know what people love and that we found over this weekend that we spent is people are hungry for something different, whether they know it or not. When John and I started this business, a lot of you've heard our story. I didn't know we were hungry for something different. I wasn't worn out and tired with nursing yet. So I didn't know that I was hungry for something more. But we got into this business and we started to see more, even when it wasn't more with us, when it was more with others, that we went to events, which is so crucial, or that we plugged into calls, which is so crucial, because if you don't see more yet for you, seeing more in someone else makes you go, wow, oh, okay. And I watched other nurses get on stage, how I've become such great friends with some of the friends I have, because they were a nurse and I am a nurse, and we kind of bonded. But we watched and saw this weekend that people are hungry for something more. They're hungry for happiness. And you know what? It's contagious. Excitement is contagious. When we went out there and we danced, in the middle of the Hard Rock to Uptown Funk, because we were like, this is our song. Don't believe me, just watch. We're going triple. We're going Fred. We're going Ambassador. Don't believe me, just watch. The hostesses and the waitresses came by and danced with us, because you guys, I don't know if you were at the event where they talked about a movement, but you have a movement on your hands. And a movement just requires one person having conviction and being outspoken about that conviction. There's been church movements that started with one person. There's been, civil rights movements that started with one person that had a strong enough conviction to speak out about it. And so you have that opportunity. You have that movement sitting right here in your hands, and you have the tools. Take it and share it. All you have to do is get that conviction, develop those neural pathways like we talked about last week, where you believe that you are going to be diamond and earn $20,000 bonus, or you're going to be double, or you're going to be triple, or you're going to be presidential. You have to believe that and create those positive actions to move you towards that, and you'll see how quickly you make a movement. It's like throwing a rock into the ocean, and I say this because I'm leaving my hometown where the ocean is big, and I can sit there and watch this vast ocean and watch what one wave do to a whole city. I mean, it takes one hurricane to ruin a city. It takes one tsunami to ruin a city, and it takes one wave to move an ocean. So you guys have that opportunity in your hand to create the movement, and we just hope and pray that you believe that you're worthy of this movement. Whether you're sitting here right now going, well, I'm just a distributor, I can't get anything distributors, I can't get any loyal customers, whatever. It's not about getting people. It's about going out there and showing people something different. People want excitement. They want to believe in something. They want to see more. And when you stop trying to get people and you start just living your excitement on your social media, living your excitement in life. I mean, we walked into Moe's, and the girl said, I don't know if y'all have ever been to Moe's, but when you walk into Moe's, they go, welcome to Moe's, just like that. And they went, welcome to Moe's. We walked in and we're like, woo, welcome to Moe's, and it actually encouraged these girls to go back and forth, and we had this big loud welcome to Moe's movement. And you know what? One of the girls was like, talking about signing up and being on the team because we're fun, we're exciting, we're creating a movement with our life. And you guys have that opportunity on social media, and you can do the 100-day adventure. It's $50 right now between now and March 31st. It's $50 instead of $100 for you to get on and to learn how to create your movement the best way possible on social media. John Eric is developing that for you, and he's teaching you, about likes and about retweets and this and that. Because tweet, retweet, share. I'm sure it's all confusing. He's teaching you about those, and he's teaching you how to successfully create an influence and a movement on your social media. And then you take that into your life, and you create the movement in your life with your listing, with your sharing your opportunity, because
of that social media training. Okay, I'm a green personality type. I like to figure things out. This one's really quick and easy. 100 days of social media training for $50.
Yeah.
That's 50 cents a day, I think. I don't know. I think I did the math, and that's like 50 cents a day. That's not a lot of money. And I guarantee that you will see a return on investment on that one, okay? Reds out there, if you just want to see the dollar sign, you'll get your return on investment. Get out there, do the lesson, okay? That's it. So believe it and do it. And I can't wait to get through this whole 100-day thing because it's going to be awesome. And where are we going to be at the end of 100 days? What rank do you think you're going to make at the end of 100 days?
Yeah.
How much income do you think you're going to have at the end of 100 days?
Yeah.
How many lives are you going to change at the end of 100 days? Seriously, it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm excited for everybody, and I can't wait to just keep going. Like, I'm sitting here in the car, on the call, making posts about us being on the call, making posts. Like, I don't know what to say.
Well, we just want to say, take your excitement that you got at conference, and if you didn't go to conference, plug in to calls, get to events. There's going to be tons of training events that are awesome. They're called It Works You, and they're going to be 4-hour training events. Mike and Pam, and John, I think the social media guy, John Eric, is coming too, where you're going to learn the nitty-gritty that you need for your business. It's going to be a little bit different than one-to-one missions because you're going to learn that nitty-gritty, that social media, what retweet means, what like means, and what kind of posts people want. And, I think one of the biggest things for me that John Eric said that just really, moved me is it's not about how many followers you have. You can have 1,000 followers, but if you have no influence, it won't do anything. But if you have, 1,000 followers and 85% of them are in touch with your influence and do what you say and listen to what you say, then you have that influence that matters. So it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And, Hitler had millions, like John Eric said, and Jesus had 12. Jesus made a movement that changed the way that our entire world was and saved people's lives with 12 disciples, technically really, I guess 11, one of them kind of backstabbed him, with 12 disciples. And so it's not about the number of people that you have, it's about the quality of people that you have. It's about developing those relationships with people, going out there and getting on your social media and liking their stuff and commenting on their stuff, So because a like is like a high, a handshake, and a comment's like, a hug. You're developing that relationship with people and giving them that support. And so, get out there and use your influence because I told one of the girls at our dinner tonight, you have influence with your friends and family. You have influence with the networking group that you have been going to. You have influence with all of these people, and even the people that you're listening that you don't know. You develop that influence by being relatable and approachable and someone that people want, because people buy people before they ever buy what you sell. Sorry, I was just in South Georgia, so my accent got down. They buy people before they ever buy what you sell. So get out there and be somebody that people want to buy. Be somebody that people love. One of my big ahas was this last year. I'm a very red personality, and I'm very much, in direction and focus and pivot. And John always calls it tunnel vision, and I'm always like, it's focus. But for me, this year was detrimental because I stopped showing the fun that this business has. I turned my business into a job, a job, and I was hard on myself, and I was hard on people. And yes, there's signs that people need someone to give them some tough love and be like, hey, you can do it. Shut up and get over yourself.
Hey, everybody, that's about what an apology sounds like from Ashton Fisher. I live with her, I know.
Oh, gotcha. And so, there are times, but more than anything, like I said earlier, people want happy. This world is hard enough. Your job is hard enough. Your manager is a jerk enough. You don't need that, and you don't want that. So have fun. Just live your life. Have rap parties and show people how fun it is to have rap parties. Get people tagging you when you're at rap parties and winning, facials for getting the most likes on their post that says I'm rapping right now. Get out there and make that business fun. Meet with your team. I mean, my team in San Diego, a couple of our girls and our guy got together the other night, and I loved it because looking at their pictures, they're laughing, they're having fun, and I was kind of jealous. I wanted to be there because that's what people want. People are looking for the happy spot in the world, and you need to be that beacon, that lighthouse. You need to be, the light that's going to say, hey, I'm going to cut the darkness right now and show you the way, and it's going to be something better, and I'm going to lead you to, safely to where you need to go. So get out there, have fun, and, show your influence, use your influence, and if your mouth is closed, your business is closed. But if your mouth is open, your business is open. And I told one of our girls tonight, I said, you know what? Who cares what people think? If they're not going to hand you $20,000 on March 31st, then who cares what they think? Because the only person that's going to change your life, pay your family's bills, buy your kids shoes, put your kids in the private school that you want to put them into, is you and your team. So if there's anybody out there that's giving you a hard time, look at them and say, are you going to give me $20,000 by March 31st? And I promise you they'll probably say no. And when they say no, go, well, then I really don't have to care what you think about because I'm going to get $20,000 by March 31st.
Dude, I don't know how you follow that up. All I know is I was about to go green and nerdy, and I told myself, stop, she's got it, let's go to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say good night, everybody, and I'm going to start, what'd you call me? You said turn up the radio?
Yes.
Here we go.